Hey Healthpreneurs, how's it going? Yuri here. In this video, I want to share with you why free challenges are a massive waste of time. And if you want to generate more leads and specifically more clients and earn more money in your business and really transform people's lives, what you should really be doing instead. The reason I'm going to share this with you, I'm actually going to share some stuff on the white screen with you here because I'm going to draw out two models that I think will really give you some big insights around this. And the reason this has come up is because I had a conversation with someone in our tribe the other week who was talking about building their business and possibly working with us, and he mentioned the fact that he wasn't in a good place financially, so we got a little bit deeper into his situation. And he was telling me that he's been running these 21-day challenges for keto and weight loss and so forth. And I said, hey, that's awesome. How's that working out? He mentioned, yeah, it's going pretty well. We're getting 1,000 new participants in all these challenges. And I asked him, hey, what are you selling on the back end? He said, we're selling a $67 course or a program that's now $97, but now people are not buying it at $97, so they weren't really buying it at $67 either. Anyways, so then I asked him, how big of a social following do you have? And he said 100,000 people. So I almost fell off my chair. I said, you have 100,000 people on your email list and social combined? And he said, yeah. 48,000 on his email list, 52 on the social. And I was like, dude, if you're in financial dire straits with that type of following, what you are doing is not working. So I want to illustrate why what he was doing and what a lot of other people in the health and fitness space are doing that simply doesn't make sense for your business when it comes to these free challenges, okay? So this is a paradigm I call the commitment conversion spectrum. I'm going to draw two models for you here to help you really understand this, because I don't think you're going to understand this without me drawing these out, okay? So here's what this is going to look like. I'm going to share my screen with you here, and let's do this. Okay, so the first model I'm going to draw out is a basic graph. Okay, so on this graph we have, what do we have here? We've got conversion rate, so CVR, conversion rate. If you can see that, maybe not. Let me just, let's do this. There we go. We've got conversion rate there, and we've got commitments on the bottom, okay? Now what happens here is that let's use the blue. So as the commitment of a specific offer increases, what ends up happening is a slow decline in conversion rate. Now in the internet marketing circles and online business, everyone's talking about high conversions, because when you have high conversions, you can get more traffic. But let's think about this for a second. Now, what does low commitment look like? There's three ways people can commit, okay? There's three ways people commit, and they are the following. So we can commit through time, we can commit through money, and we can commit through data. So if we look at the example of a free challenge, what is the commitment there? The commitment is low data, right? So there's no time, well, there's maybe a bit of time involved, there's no money involved, and there's little to no data involved. So I just have to give you my email and hit submit, and I'm in the challenge, okay? So we're gonna see high conversions if that's the case, right? We're gonna see conversions around here. So what if we had the same free challenge, but now instead of just giving you my email, I have to give you my first name, my last name, my email, my phone number, my mailing address, my wife's names, my kids' names, everything. All of a sudden, there's more data required, so therefore there's more commitment involved. And so we're going to see a decrease in conversion rates. Now this is where a lot of people get scared off and they're thinking, well, my God, if I do this stuff, we're going to have a lower conversion rate. I don't want to have that happen because I want to get more leads coming in. But here's the problem. Here's the flawed thinking, okay? Let's look at time, okay? What's another example of high commitment in terms of time? Hey, you've got to show up and watch this training, or show up to this physical location and actually work out, or drive across the city. That's a high commitment time-wise. We don't want to do it, so we're going to have less buy-in. What about money? It's a free challenge. You don't pay anything. Obviously, that's going to have a higher conversion rate than, hey, this is $100,000, right? Lower conversion rate. So the thinking here is that the more money, time, or data we have to give, the more commitment is involved, and the lower the conversion is going to be. Okay, so the problem here is that a lot of people think that that's a good, they think that conversion rate is the holy grail, but the reality is a little bit different. So let me show you the second model with respect to this, okay? So I'm going to open up a new page here, and this is what I call the well, as I mentioned, the conversion commitment spectrum. In this case, we're going to call it the conversion commitment quadrant. So here's what this looks like. We've got 4 quadrants. Now up here at the top, we've got high commitment. And so that could look like, there's some degree of time involved, there's some degree of money involved perhaps, not always, but sometimes perhaps, or there's more data requested. Look at dating sites, right, Match.com and so forth. They have like these, I don't even know, 20 pages of questionnaires before you actually like are in the site. That's an example of a high commitment. So on the top we have high commitments. On the bottom we've got low commitments. On the right we have low conversion rates. Or consider that buy-in, if you will, low buy-in, like fewer people are actually going to do what you want them to do. And on the left, we have high conversion rates. Okay, so what does this look like? What happens when we have low conversion rate and low commitment? So we've got low commitment and a low conversion rate. Again, I'm just going to share just this, let's get out of that. There we go. So what is that going to look like? Well, when we have a low commitment, we're not asking for much, and we have a low buy-in or low conversion rate, well, we end up getting something called a liar. Okay, this will make more sense in a second. So somebody who is saying, I want this stuff, but I'm not really willing to do anything, that's called a liar. Now, what happens if we've got a low commitment and a higher conversion rate? And this is typically very common in the online space. What ends up happening is we create something called a flyer. So they come in, they download or they take action or they participate for a little bit in whatever it is, and then they're gone. They're gone. And this is one of the biggest problems. I'm just going to circle this in red. This is one of the biggest problems people face with their online business is they're dealing with flyers. Not liars necessarily. Liars are, again, I'm not talking like the person's a liar. We're just kind of giving the category a bit of a name here. These are people who are consuming free content, who are watching a YouTube video, who are reading a blog post. They say they want a specific outcome, but they actually don't commit to doing anything. The flyer is somebody who opts in for the free challenge or for the free lead magnet or buys that $7 product, doesn't do anything with it, and just disappears, and then still has the same problem down the road. Now, here's the interesting thing about this is I've yet to find anything in the high commitment and high conversion area. It just doesn't exist, right? And this will make sense in a second. But most importantly is what I'm about to share with you here is when we've got a high commitment requirements and a low conversion rates, this ends up creating what's called a buyer. And I want you to really understand this. Because if your goal in business, the only goal in your business is to make money, you have to understand that. And if you don't understand that, you shouldn't be in business. You should go make coffees at Starbucks. Let's just be honest, okay? Now, the only way you can make money in your business is by actually enrolling new clients and transforming their life. In the health and fitness space, that's beautiful because you can really make a difference in someone's life. So if you're not making the money you want, it's really simple. You're attracting flyers and liars instead of buyers. And the reason for that is because if we look at what's involved in these different quadrants, we look at low conversion rate, low commitment type of stuff. We're typically looking at, I'm just going to change my pen there. So we're typically looking at content. We're talking about blog posts, YouTube videos, all the stuff you can get for free. There's no commitments. The person just has to, whatever. If they watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. And that's challenging because if you spend most of your time putting up free content on social media or writing blog posts, you're not getting any commitment from anyone. Now, you can take the next step to be like, hey, here's some free content, and the next thing I want you to do is download this free cheat sheet or this lead magnet, or I'm running this free challenge. But again, the problem you're running into here is you're getting low commitments, higher conversion rate, which means you're getting flyers, people who are not fully committed to the outcome that they want. So here we're talking about free challenges, lead magnets, download this 2-page PDF. And I'll share this really just simply from my business. I've got 2 companies. One's in the health and fitness space. We've got a multiple $1 million business there. We've been online since 2006. I've written 3 best-selling books, including number 2 New York Times bestseller. Our blog gets 1 million visitors per month. I have 252,000 subscribers on YouTube, whatever. I share that with you because we've got a funnel from Facebook, for like Facebook ads running to an intermittent fasting funnel, and that's a Facebook ad to a lead magnet, and then a $9 offer on the thank you page. And guess how many people buy the $9 offer? Less than 2%. Okay, so we're not getting too many buyers from that, and if we do, they're $9 buyers. Very, very big difference between a high quality client. Now, on the flip side, the people who opt in for the what we call the intermittent fasting cheat sheet, which is the PDF that they request, guess how many of those people actually download the free PDF that they request? So they actually leave our website and go back to their inbox to get the PDF that they requested. Just take a guess. It's less than 50%. So for free, you said you wanted this thing, and less than half of those people actually go to their email and download the thing. We look at our stats. We know this. So it's a really frustrating model to even run with, and that's why it's a very challenging business. And I'm very happy that I've stepped out of that. So my brother runs operations over there, and we still help hundreds of thousands of clients and customers, but it's not a business I'm very passionate about anymore. Now, my current business, Healthpreneur, which is where I spend all of my time over the past 3 years, is helping other health and fitness coaches build their coaching businesses, because the big opportunity, guys, in this day and age is coaching. It's the done with you. Because here's the thing, is that everyone's trying to sell these $10 ebooks, free plus shipping offers, $97 courses. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because the information is all over the place. The information is free everywhere. So the opportunity for you as a coach is huge, because now you can be the Sherpa to navigate and help people navigate through this confusing jungle of health and fitness and nutrition and health and wellness, right? So what I want to suggest to you is that if you actually want to build your business, if you actually want to attract more clients who are paying you premium dollars, you have to be doing things that are going to increase their level of commitment, which means you have to get people to jump through hoops. So what does that look like? Well, it looks like this. You have to do things like increase your pricing. Okay? Well, the number one thing when we ask our clients, who's your perfect client? Like, what are some of the traits of your perfect client? The number one thing they all say every single time is, I want somebody who's committed. I'm like, okay, so if you want someone who's committed, here's how you get someone who's committed. You increase the price. Down here in the bottom, we're selling stuff, if at all, for low price, right? $7, $10, $20, even anything under $100, okay? If you want people to be more committed, you need to ask more of their time. And if you want people to be more committed, you need to get more of their data. Now, again, this doesn't make sense for most internet marketing type of advice, because everyone's talking about the bottom left-hand quadrants. Put out the free challenges, the lead magnets, the funnels, that. What I'm saying is the complete opposite. If you really want to build a profitable, successful, impactful business that is sustainable and not something where you're thinking about, what am I going to promote tomorrow just so I can, make ends meet, you have to be raising your prices. And if you're a coach, you should be anyways, because most coaches undercharge and they lack confidence, which means that they can't charge more. So you need to be charging more. And if you can't do that, then you should refine your skills and become better at what you do so you can create an outcome for your clients. Second is you have to put things in front of people that are going to decrease conversions. And an example of that is a webinar. People have to sit for 60 to 75 or 90 minutes to watch a webinar. That's a good demand on their time, right? But I guarantee you a webinar is going to lead to high-priced clients any day of the week, much more committed people. And then finally is data. Ask them for a little more data than just their email, right? So maybe their phone number, their first and last name, email address, etc., at least on the front end. And then as they get closer through to the funnel, you can have things like applications where people actually submit detailed answers to questions that they normally wouldn't give. So guys, like, if this is making sense to you and you actually want to build a business that is attracting buyers and you want to make a lot more money with what you're doing, then here's what I want to encourage you to do. There's a link around this video in the description. I want you to click on that. It'll take you over to a free training we have called the 7-Figure Health Business Blueprint. And in that training, I'm going to walk you through our 4-step perfect client pipeline. And these are the only 4 things we do in our business that have accounted for multiple millions of dollars in sales, and it's exactly how we help our clients. We're all health and fitness coaches do the same. So the whole idea with this perfect client pipeline is that we've got 4 steps. This is our entire business model. That's it. And the whole idea here is that you go from being unknown to having clients who are enrolled. And I'm talking about premium prices here. I'm not talking about $7 or $97 offers. I'm talking about working with people at $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 and creating an amazing transformation in their health. Now, if this is of interest to you and you want to figure out what's in these boxes and exactly what we're doing in our business and how we're helping hundreds of our clients currently do this exact thing in their business to attract people that don't even know them, to put a message out that is going to attract your ideal client or ideal avatar into your business and be able to serve them in a way that makes a massive difference in their health, to be able to help them lose weight, overcome that years of emotional eating, to get in better shape, to overcome that specific issue or disease or chronic pain. Like, these are things people need help with. Don't give them Band-Aids. Do not give them Band-Aids, bottom left-hand quadrant. Actually, I don't even think you saw any of that stuff that I just drew out here. So let me just share that with you. So this is our perfect client pipeline. The whole idea here is that you go from unknown on the left all the way to enrolled and earning money on the right. 4 simple steps in your business. These are the only 4 things you need in your business. And our business, 95% of our revenue comes from this model. And there's not much else we do. So if you want to learn how you can do this in your business and you want to learn how you can really get in front of the right people you want to speak to and have them working with you at the highest possible level, not these tire kickers who are joining you for free challenges that never do anything with you, then I invite you to click on the link, watch our training today, and let's take it from there, okay? If it resonates with you, then we can take the next steps, and if it doesn't, you can tell me I'm crazy. But hey, I hope this video either way has served you well, at the very minimum has given you something to think about. And I want you to look at your business, consider the things that you're doing, and asking yourself, Am I attracting the liar, the flyer, or the buyer? It's really simple. And the easiest way to figure that out is to look at your bank account and to look at the things you're putting out into the marketplace. And again, if you need help with this and you want a better streamlined approach, then check out our 7-Figure Health Business Blueprint training today. Hope you've enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the training. Thanks, guys.